Sensei, we're going to turn our focus now to a sport that half of our audience doesn't give a shit about, but we do. So we're going to talk about it. The NFL playoffs. That's right.
Yes.
The National Football League, the only football league in the world that matters. I said it. Come after me on Twitter.
That's crazy talk.
They are. What
see,
do you
guys,
think?
see.
Why is that crazy talk? Why is that crazy
That's
talk?
disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
Oh, because when you said football, I thought you were referring to soccer.
No, soccer's different. This is football we're talking about. Soccer is a different sport.
Just making sure.
Yeah, we're not talking about football.
I got
real
you
football.
guys back.
Real
I got
football.
you
We're
back.
talking about American football. Real football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grade A beef. Bring it to me. The NFL playoffs are among us, and we are going to.
Anyways.
Yes, bring me that. We're going to predict our Super Bowl winners. Do you remember we predicted our Super Bowl winners at the beginning of the year this year?
I do not remember. What did I say?
I don't know what you said, but I remember what I said.
What'd you say?
Them San Francisco 49ers. That's right, bro.
I think I
said
might
that.
have said the Bills.
Ooh, that's a good pick. So let's take a look, man.
I'm sorry. The first thing that came to my head is I think I picked the Niners, but then you picked them, and I was like,
I picked the Niners for sure. Let's see, man. So starting next week,
Who we got?
January 13th. Oh, not even next week, dude. Freaking wild card weekend
week.
starts on the 13th. Is that Thursday? Why are they making teams play on Thursday night again, bro? Or is that a Friday? Why? If you get the Friday night slot,
It's because, bro,
no,
the
Fridays.
game is less physical
I'm tripping.
now.
It's Saturday.
So it's easier for them. It's less physical now, so it's easier for them, bro. That's why they can handle it now.
Still
the game
cross
is
country
taxing on the
stuff, bro.
body.
But 13, 14, 15 is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Let's go through this and pick. Let's start with, by the way, the Niners and the Ravens get a bye week. One and one in their division respectively. But let's start for our people that don't watch football. The playoffs are 8 teams in each division. 7 teams play each other in the first round. 1 team from each division gets a bye, and so on and so forth. Quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, essentially.
Yep.
So let's go with the 2-seed Dallas Cowboys and the 7-seed Green Bay Packers at Dallas.
Dude, this is such a vintage matchup, dude. I love it.
I think this is going to be
Packers and the Cowboys.
Yes, I think it's going to be a shootout. I think we're going to see a shootout here.
That's fair.
Because I think for whatever reason, Dak Prescott woke up this year.
I would say I got Dallas, bro.
They're playing really well offensively. CeeDee Lamb is having a monster year, as you can see.
feel like
12
this is
tutties
that-
with
this is it. I
1,700
think-
yards. But here's the thing. Dallas' defense has played great in spurts, and then they'll just go no man's land. They just won't show up.
Yeah,
I think
like
it's
Eli
incumbent upon 2 people on Dallas' defense. Micah Parsons, number 1. Got to get to the quarterback. Because that man across from them, sir, let me just show you the replacement for Aaron Rodgers, my man, Pots and Pans. Let me just show you the numbers on a man I love. Pause. I'm trying to get some
transition.
Jordan Love has 32 tutties
Ooh.
with 4,000 yards throwing this year.
Damn.
He has been balling out of control, son. Now,
Let's see what happens now. We in the playoffs now.
first time around in the playoffs from a man, Jordan Love.
Ooh.
But Dak Prescott
tight
historically.
back there.
Pause. Dak Prescott historically. Choke artist.
No. I know. I was thinking that too. That's my
You going Dallas?
Survive.
At
Yeah,
home?
but I think this is what I'm saying. I think this is.
They're playing really well right now, man. They're playing
that's what I'm
really,
saying.
really
I feel
well.
like this is the time for Dak to come through.
I think that
That's what I'm saying, bro.
the Packers are
At
tough,
home?
though, man. The Packers are tough. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say Dallas wins this in a closer than it should be game at home. Shootout. Dallas wins. I'm gonna give you a score. Give me 35.
Damn.
28 Dallas at home. 35-24 Dallas at home. How about that?
That's crazy. I was gonna say 28-24. Dallas.
Okay. All right. 28-24 Dallas. I'm going to go 35-24 Dallas. I just think that, again, defenses are pretty decent here, but you're playing in Jerry World. They're going to be throwing the ball like crazy. I'm going to say that Dak probably throws the ball 45 times. I'm going to say that Jordan probably throws it 40 times. Run game at a minimum, but I think that Dallas just gets one more stop. Okay. Look at us talking football once again. By the way, we may be at Super Bowl week. We may be down there. Breakdown Boys traveling to Vegas.
That's crazy.
I I think we might be down there, so stay tuned for that. Okay, the 3 and the 6 matchup. Detroit, the Lions are back in the playoffs. Should have had a 2 seed, even though the referee bullshit last week. Versus the Rams, who get in at the 6 seed. What are we saying?
I got Detroit, dude, and it's purely emotional.
It has to be, right? At home.
Bro, at home, dude,
First playoff game in how many years? I don't know the number, but it's been a while.
That's a long time, dude.
Dan Campbell coming in, hyping the boys
Detroit.
up.
That's Detroit. We can't forget that's a big city.
That's the Motor City, son. Everybody in the 3-1-3.
Detroit showing up.
Hands up, boy. And not only that, but they are just star-studded on the offensive side. The problem is they're a little bit on the back end defensively. They struggle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But St. Brown, monster, dog, as my boy Pat McAfee would say. David Montgomery going for 1,000 yards. Jared Goff having a year.
Balling.
As much as I'd like for my guy, Hendon Hooker, who's the backup out there, to be balling out of control, Jared Goff doing his thing. And they got weapons everywhere, dude.
Damn, 45 and 30. Damn.
They got weapons everywhere. But on the other side of things, I'm telling you right now, the Rams are playing very well.
Yeah.
Playing very well, especially the back half of the year. Matthew Stafford started off super slow this year. They struggled to get it going offensively, but then
put the ball in his hands.
Nakua, son.
Nakua.
First team All-Polynesian. I think we can get him for Team White, but still on the fence about that one.
And he broke a record?
Broke 2 records this year. The rookie receiving yards record and the receptions record, son. All done today. Well, they finished them today. Fair play to him.
Wow.
That's going to be a massive check in the offseason. Kyron Williams.
They get 17 now, though.
What's
16, so.
What are you saying? I think, yeah. So, 17-game season. It is what it is. But here's the thing. They've been playing really, really well the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And I think that even with the 2 losses that came out of essentially the beginning of the year, the stacked up 3 losses in the middle of the year, we're on a 4-game winning streak heading into the playoffs. Dangerous team, man. And again, you're talking about a Detroit Lions team.
So good.
Detroit Lions team that hasn't had playoff success. Of course, it's going to be a crazy atmosphere. I would love to be in the Motor City this weekend, dude. If we had to pick a playoff game to go to, I'd want to go to Detroit this weekend. No joke.
You know what's so interesting? Have you seen, when's the last time you've seen a rematch of former, I don't know if you call it Jared Goff.
This has happened, but I know what you're talking about.
Franchise quarterback.
You could call him a franchise guy.
Yeah, but going, like, they're playing against their old team. They left, the quarterbacks. I love this. I love this.
It's
football,
perfect,
man.
because a lot of people wrote off Jared Goff when he left. Not wrote him off, but basically said, okay, you're not good enough to play here because here comes Matt Stafford on a massive contract.
Yep, and Detroit loves Stafford.
Loved him. It's funny to see the way these things work, isn't it? It's going to be a homecoming for Matt Stafford, but he's not going to get that reception, dude. I mean, maybe the Detroit fans, give him like a little curtsy and a wave of the cap or whatever.
Maybe I don't know though. I don't know.
But I don't think so, man. Playoffs matter more than nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
That energy is going to be wild.
I would love to be in Detroit this weekend, dude. This is the thing. When we start covering more football like this, we have to start going to games, dog. This would be so fun. The breakdown on the road.
Yeah, big difference.
Oh, we have to do it, man. We have to. But as it sits right now, Sensei, what are you saying? You saying Detroit emotionally?
No, Detroit emotionally. I got to go emotionally, bro. Listen, Detroit
bro,
they've never.
Yeah.
Never.
I would say the team that's on upset alert.
You playing Madden? Never pick Detroit, dude.
Yeah.
The only Detroit player you ever pick is maybe Stafford, Megatron, and obviously Barry. You never picking that team.
That's the one team you avoid on Madden.
70s and overall. Like, what? You get a random, you're like,
it would mean the world.
Don't count.
It would mean the world for Dan Campbell to get that done. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Versus LA, we want to see Detroit win, bro.
No, we do. We want to see the Motor City win.
Get Hollywood, bro.
It could be their year.
Motor City versus. Oh, this is fantastic.
Let's go Detroit. What do you say the score is? I think we're gonna go a little bit low scoring here.
I was gonna say, not like the Super Bowl when LA versus New England type low.
No, not like a 13-3 type deal.
17-10 type deal.
Okay.
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
gonna say 24-21. Field goal at the buzzer for Detroit at home. Crowd goes crazy. That's what I'm saying. I know that neither team plays well defensively. I just think you're gonna get a little bit of a sweaty hand situation from the home team. Closer than it probably should be. Matt Stafford makes something happen late in the game.
And Stafford, we talk about sweaty hands playing back in Detroit.
Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. But this is the thing. Stafford has now a postseason legacy. You know, he's been around.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a fun game. I think the Rams are going to make it closer than it should be. Now, we go to the game on everyone's watch list because of the implications of this game. We talking the 5-4 game in the NFC, Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How about Tampa Bay getting the 4 seed after Baker Mayfield was kicked out of Carolina? Said, f*** out of here, Baker. You're too short. You're too stout. You ain't built for success. We got a rookie coming in, and his name's Bryce Young. Well, guess what? He's a little too young. A little too young to take that spot.
Yeah.
Ain't a dog necessarily yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Bryce. He's not a dog right now. Maybe it's a little bit of bias and jealousy from his time at Alabama, and he picked up on Tennessee. It is what it is. But he's not this year.
There we go. The truth comes out, people.
This year he's not one Baker Mayfield who sacked up, said, I'm going down to Tampa, as you've called it for years, Tampa Bay, and I'm changing the narrative, son. Bringing the Buccaneers in the 4 seed in the NFC, and the narrative surrounding them Eagles, starting out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, to lose their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Eagles falling off.
7 of their last 9, and they tied the Browns. Or excuse me, 7 of their last 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their last 6 L's on the board, and they took a massive L to the 49ers.
Bro,
42-19.
What happened with Jalen Hurts' finger, bro?
At home. Oh, yeah. You saw Jalen Hurts' finger today? I got to show
That's
it.
what I'm more. This is right hand, too.
I got to show
Wasn't it.
Dislocated, it looked like.
I'm more concerned about that. Forget about the record.
Oh, no, dude. You better be concerned about that record.
The QB1. Yeah, I know. They ain't playing fantastic, but.
They're not playing. They're playing, like, completely uninspired football. Look at this. Look at this hand, son. I don't think a middle finger is supposed to do that.
Nope.
I don't know if he's throwing up a set here, but I don't think his middle finger's supposed to do that, dude. I don't know where you
early in the game. Happened early in the game.
Yeah, bro. This is not good. This is not good. If you lost 5 of your last 6, your quarterback's finger is headed north while the rest of his hand is headed south. He's throwing up a middle finger, and he ain't even trying to be disrespectful. That's the only bird that's flying high in Philadelphia right now, is that middle finger. Because right now, those wings are clipped, dude. The only thing that's really working on that offense is the freaking brotherly shove. They're struggling.
The tushy pushy.
The tushy push, the brotherly shove, they're struggling. They get toasted this week. Now, granted, they weren't playing a lot of their starters and people were, but the Giants toast them.
Yeah.
The Cards, who haven't been great all year, toast them. The Hawks, the terrible loss to the Cowboys, the terrible loss to the Niners. They're playing uninspired offensive football. Defensively, it feels like they're lost. Some people are saying Sirianni, the freaking Italian, trash-talking, walking head coach that everybody loved when the season started last year as well, deep run into the playoffs, starting to lose the locker room a little bit potentially.
Ooh, that's GG's, bro.
When you lose that locker room of young guys, A.J. Brown, DeAndre Swift,
I was
Jalen
say, bro,
Hurts.
did you see A.J. Brown, his knee today?
Yeah, his knee went south. And
On
we can
another
talk
hip
about
drop
that
tackle.
too.
Hip drop tackle.
The hip drop tackle shit, dude. You know this is stupid.
It was.
It doesn't matter. It's football, dude. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? How's he supposed to make that tackle?
I'm saying he dropped his hips. You know what I'm saying?
That's happened to everybody. Everybody's gotten hip drop tackled. You've never been hip drop
I was
tackled?
like, ooh, hip drop.
That's how you broke. Is that how you broke your leg or no?
No.
But
But what happens is that when I feel, because it's like from doing martial arts and getting taken down.
Yeah.
When I feel I don't,
You gotta let it go. Gotta let it go
with it. Yeah,
but you also don't. You're not wearing cleats either, too. So it's a little tough. And also, you know what else you're not doing?
People try to carry fools like I can do it. Oh,
You know what else you're not doing? Playing on turf. And I know you don't like this argument, but I am gonna make it. Turf sucks, bro.
Yeah, but I think it had to do with the fact that you try to plant and carry the dude.
That's fine, but turf is god awful, and dudes are having
Tyler Lockett, Julian Edelman. You can't hip drop them because when you go to hip drop, their hip drops first.
Yeah,
They
But
be
I'm
dropping
saying
them hips lower and quicker than you.
the turf aspect of football is the worst. People talk about, player safety. It's a physical, violent game. Yes, you can do as much as you can to make it safe, but the more you try to nerf football, the more you're going to realize
before.
The more you're going to realize that physical things happen. No matter how much you try to bubble wrap football, people are going to get hurt. It happens.
No, for sure. Yeah.
And the more you make people think about how they're playing the game, the more you make them think about what the hit is they're going to make, the more you're going to get people hurt.
Yep.
Take the turf off the ground. We're in the goddamn NFL, dude. Excuse the language.
I love turf.
You're crazy for this take. We're in the NFL. Turf does not give like the ground naturally does.
I know. That's why I cut quicker.
Yeah, that's why your freaking ACL goes north and your leg goes south, dude.
Not
that's
me.
why.
I'm a ninja, so I'm legit.
Not you, but the greatest athletes on planet Earth. Yes, apparently.
Damn.
My point. You're a good athlete, but you're not. What are we talking about here? Odell Beckham? Dudes are getting hurt in the open field, and you could say, "Oh, it's because of the way they train for the sport." No, dude, it's because everybody has this as real as possible turf. And by the way, AstroTurf was even better because we didn't have cleats on. You had normal shoes. You could still play.
They were playing it kicks. That was crazy.
You couldn't wear cleats on that surface. So guys were getting hurt, but not the same way. You have cleats on with a surface that's not giving. It's like stomping your foot in cement, letting it harden, and then trying to move it again.
Yeah.
It's not happening, dude. So I'm going off on a little bit of a diatribe here, but
yeah.
Why in the NFL we have the richest sports league in America and we can't afford rollout grass? Even if you have a dome, you don't have to keep the grass there all fucking year.
Yeah, I know. It's money. They don't want to. They already.
You don't want to spend money on the freaking turf pullout. Keep getting your
guys like me like, nah, turf is lit, bro.
Keep getting your freaking NFL best athletes in the world hurt. I know that the shield matters more than the player. I get that. We've seen that time and time again. Ask Russell Wilson how that's going for him, but still.
Damn, that's right.
The bench right now, unfortunately for him. This is where you end up. Non-contact injury
that
play.
In his future.
Yeah, hey, bro, he's going to make some team really, really good.
Bars, get it?
Yeah, I see you. Bar heavy. But anyway, back to this, man. What do we think? Because we talked about Philly. We talked about the injuries and potential things that are happening with A.J. Brown. Hopefully that isn't as bad as they think it is. And just they're discombobulated. They're playing uninspired football. It looks like they're not in any shape to be in the playoffs right now. They're at the worst run coming into the playoffs. 5 out of their last 6. And across the board, Sensei, we have a team that no one gave a chance to at the beginning of the year. The 4-seed Tampa Bay Bucks are coming in 9-8, but they win their division, which is why they get the 4-seed. Not an insurmountable game here for the Eagles. They should be able to win this game. And
I got the Eagles.
I was going to say, you would think that this should be an Eagles pick.
Yeah. I like Jalen Hurts. I'm riding with my guy.
But
okay,
4 out of their last 5 going to the Bucks. Granted, it was against the Panthers and Falcons, and the Panthers, again, which aren't great teams.
With Baker's is too good to be true.
Baker's throwing for 28-4, and he plays some inspired football. You want to talk about a team coming in inspired versus a team that's deflated? Those Bucks right now will run through a wall for Baker Mayfield, and that has to count for something.
And that's what's perfect, though, because it's football, and that was yesterday. And nothing resets you like the playoffs. So I feel like what happens
That's a good point.
This is I get this, like, we're talking about, it's just purely off emotion, where, like, the vibe, where it's like, wow, Tampa, right? They weren't supposed to be doing well, but now they're doing well, so it's like they're supposed to do well. And Baker's like, I've been balling, so I'm just going to continue that going. And it's like, okay, the Bucks, we've been rolling, so we're going to continue to roll. And the other team's like, we haven't been rolling. We know that we can. It's time to reset. And now the accountability is going to set in.
Yep.
Right now you're going to reset. You're going to play a different kind of inspired football.
Yep.
Now it's 0-0. You get the opportunity where, like they say, it's 0-0. Now that the regular season doesn't matter, we can put that behind us. When a team's on a streak, similar to 2007, New England and the Giants, right? A team's on a streak. It's like we're supposed to do this. When something, I've been rolling. We should keep rolling. Everything's good. When a team and the Eagles who have some experience, maybe this is what they need. Because what I said when I was a New England fan back in 2007, I was mad. I wish we were undefeated. I wish we had lost one because we needed one loss. Going into that game, bro, I was not confident because I'm like this same kind of vibe where it's like we had to get. It's like that. I made 20 shots in a row and I got to make 21. It's like, bro, I wish I got my miss. That miss out of there.
But, bro,
Philly.
that Giants team that rocked up on the freaking New England Patriots was a team that, again, no one gave a shot to. Coming out of that wild card matchup, barely making it into the playoffs, but we're on a streak. Not saying it's the same, but you're talking about a team that played inspired football.
Rolling.
You're talking about a team that was playing inspired football out of a poor, again, not a great season, but enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
Had some weapons. Now, that's the problem with Tampa Bay is the weaponry, right? You have Mike Evans on the edge.
Yep.
They don't score a lot of points. 20 points a game, and they're giving up 19. So they play solid defense, run the football a little bit. Baker, sling it when you can. But here's the thing, though. They keep games close. Even their losses, they're losing close games to good teams.
Yeah.
They're also winning close games to bad teams. So it's a tough matchup. I'm going to say.
It is. It's football. Any given Sunday.
I'm going to say, listen, you make a great argument for the Eagles here. But I'm gonna go with Baker Mayfield, man. I love the story of Baker Mayfield, and you talked about emotion with the Lions.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that they're playing well, and they're playing so well. Now, granted, a lot of guys rested today; they didn't need this win, but no, they actually didn't need. No, I don't think they did because they did need this win, so they didn't rest. But still, I think that Baker is going to come in, and he's going to be able to make a difference in this game, be a difference maker. Last year, people had written Baker Mayfield off.
Yep.
And he's remembered that. Now, he's won this division very closely. The Cinderella story is not going to, in my opinion, go throughout the playoffs, but it's going to last one more week. At home.
Yeah.
Against Philadelphia, who, again, is a powerhouse, should win this game by 20. But they should have been doing that for the last 5-6 weeks. And something is wrong fundamentally with that team. It's not that we're just playing bad. We're not just out of rhythm. I think it's more than that. I think it's a football team that's lost who it is.
And if this happened, like it can't happen in football with the first week of the playoffs, but if it happened, I feel like it's the last game of the season. That locker room and the reset, maybe this is the punch in the mouth they needed. Where Tampa might have done all their celebrating. Maybe they're a little too excited. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say it's Tampa just doesn't score the ball that much. I think this is going to be another low-scoring game. I'm going to go 28-20. 28-20, Tampa wins at home.
I got 31-27.
I like it. I like that. The Eagles move on, in your opinion. All right, let's go to the AFC, man.
Yeah, I think Baker's going to make it interesting.
Let's go to the AFC. Now, the AFC is stacked, buddy. Like, the NFC has got great teams. Dallas is very, very good. Detroit is riding a year that, quite frankly, I don't think anybody saw coming. The AFC is stacked, son. Let's start with the freaking 2-7 matchup. The Buffalo Bills. Big win tonight. Josh Allen slanging that thing, dude, versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is one of the weirdest teams in professional football right now.
What the hell?
What is going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Let's start with them. The 7th seed. They sneak into the playoffs, sneakily go 10-7. But by the way, the AFC North gets 3 teams in the playoffs. That's how good this division is. So you can ask the question, how did Pittsburgh make it? Since he went 9-8, they almost made it. Pittsburgh got outscored this year. Total points against versus total points for, they got outscored and still went 10-7. How is this happening, Sensei?
Wait, what?
They scored 304 points and they gave up 324 points.
Because they got mollywopped.
They got mollywopped in some of these games, but it tells you they're winning close games. So they know how to win football games. When games are ugly, they know how to win football games. Their passing leader for the year, Kenny Pickett, is not even their starting quarterback right now. That's a whole situation in its own right. They fire their offensive coordinator mid-year and get better offensively.
Yeah. I was like, wasn't that this year?
Yes. Najee Harris, another stellar year for him, carrying the load, big pause. But 255 carries this year. 1,000 yards. George Pickens came to life in the back half of the year. It's an odd team, man. They only score 17, 18 a game. One of the worst offenses in I think the worst offense in pro football. Second worst, third worst. But still.
So they're going to need Buffalo to make a lot of mistakes. And there happens to be a guy over there.
You are correct. They're coming in on a three-game win streak, and you can see they put up some points in these last 3 games. Their offense is starting to click, get it together a little bit behind Mason Rudolph.
They're rolling.
Mike Tomlin always has his teams ready. Their defense is stacked. Problem there is TJ Watt got hurt today.
No.
Yes, MCL they're thinking.
That's right. GG's.
19 sacks this year again. Grade 2 MCL sprain. But then again, he was out earlier this year as well, and they still played great defensively. He is a massive, he's a massive difference maker. You're going to need him, I think, because the Bills are
a guy like that changes the entire side of the defense.
Yeah, bro.
Every position on his side of the field, they gonna feel it. When you don't got TJ, if I'm playing any position where he is behind him, pause. You literally everything changes because I got that guy, so I know I can feel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the other thing. That's a dynamic that people don't realize. I feel like we know when you play, you understand it. When you have a guy in the field like that, when he's not there, you think, okay, maybe he's not getting the sacks. He changes the dynamic.
Yep.
Of how everyone else plays around him.
I think the best team in professional football right now is the Buffalo Bills.
Which I think was my pick.
It could be the Buffalo Bills or the number 1 seed, which is the Baltimore Ravens. Those 2 teams are playing redonkulous football right now.
Yeah.
But the Bills are coming in on a 5-game win streak against some tough teams. Massive, dominant win versus the Cowboys. Beat the Chiefs at the Chiefs, the big controversial offside play from Kadarius Toney. Beat the Dolphins tonight, who are another team that is dangerous.
Yep.
Josh Allen, like you said, is one of the biggest enigmas in professional football. I think he has the talent to be the best football player in professional football. Him, Lamar Jackson right now are the 2 best quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion.
Not going to argue with you there.
But I just think he has the intangibles that he brings, just like Lamar, you can't make in a lab. His size and frame and his ability to create and extend plays. Lamar does all this as well. This is why Lamar is number 1A to 1B, however you want to put it, quarterbacks and players in the league right now. But damn, does Josh Allen make some dumb mistakes, dude. He makes some silly mistakes. Tonight, rolls out right, 50-yard bomb, off his back foot, fadeaway, freaking Kobe Bryant style, into the end zone to nobody but a Miami Dolphins defender.
I was like, why? It's like when we played Madden. Why? What did we do? Why?
Bro, do you remember like I don't know, what was it, last year, 2 years ago, in that epic playoff game with the Chiefs? The motherfucker is running down the field. I love Josh Allen. I don't mean to sound disrespectful. Josh, you're listening to this. No. Probably not. But thank you for being as great as you are. But in some moments, he is running down the field and decides, it's now time for me to lose my mind. Here goes a lateral to nobody. Ball on the ground. They recover it somehow, thank God. But still.
When people say they see red, this is...
He is an I see red, bro.
He is. Oh, let's go.
He's a gamer, dude. And I think that moxie, that Brett Favre kind of mentality, the same thing you'll get with Patty Mahomes to a degree.
Yep.
That kind of I'm just better. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Makes him the player he is, but also can put him in bad positions. And is also why.
An extreme, like, I'm just going to... So unquarterback-like.
Yeah. Almost like...
Almost like a DB type. Like,
I was going to say, like, receiver type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, whatever, let's just do it.
But this game is not going to be close to me. I think that the Steelers are about to get stomped out, dude.
Yeah.
You're talking about the 4th best defense in the league. Only giving up 20, only giving up 18 a game.
Against Miami today, they were cooking.
Cooked Tua in that Miami. And again, that's a good Miami offense.
I know.
It's a great Miami offense. But you're talking about the 4th best defense in the league, 7th best rushing defense in the league, and they score almost more than anybody else in the league. Throwing the ball all over the place. Stephon Diggs getting open. 2 tight end rotation. James Cook's got 1,100 on the ground this year. Josh Allen is on the ground running over you and then throwing it over the top. He's so dangerous. If he doesn't make mistakes, they're the best, one of the best offenses in football. I think they win this game 31-17.
Damn.
That's what I think.
I was going to say like 42-28 type.
42-28.
Because it's one of the, I think if it gets bad, it's going to get real bad.
I mean, that's still just a 14-point game.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Maybe late. You know what I mean? They get
little cleanup points late on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a game that I find super interesting here. Kansas City Chiefs at home after a year that had its own controversies versus the Miami Dolphins. Coming to Kansas City. Now, Patrick Mahomes has had an off year. Let's be honest about it. That's what it is. He's had an off year.
Yep.
But he's still fantastic. Let's not forget this is Patty fucking Mahomes. 27 touchdowns, 4,100 yards this year. Isaiah Pacheco might be the most cartoonish runner of the football in league history. I've never seen somebody with a running form that looks like he's in charging up mode.
He looked like Cat Williams.
He looks like Cat Williams running. Matter of fact, Cat Williams might smoke him in a 30-yarder. I don't know about it. Cat Williams can move, dude.
Yo, Pacheco is just putting force into the ground, bro.
Yeah, the ground is not ready for the amount of force he is stepping into it with. Now, Travis Kelce, we know dating. And it's good. It's good that Travis Kelce is elevating the name of Taylor Swift. What's her name? Taylor Swift. Bringing her stardom up.
Canceled.
No, obviously Taylor Swift is the biggest freaking star on the planet, if not the universe. But this is a storyline coming in, man. He's not played as well since he's been dating Taylor Swift. Do you believe any of that kind of stuff?
A little bit.
Taking trips on her tour.
It's just I think it might be the additional pressure,
attention, scrutiny.
Maybe the attention that maybe Travis, and this is just making this up here, he may be creating for himself. Because now it's like, now because you it's different. Like we know the fan base, but now he's like he has to deal with that fan base. It's just more eyeballs, more people watching, more pressure, right? It's got to have some effect. And then what do the guys think of it, right? What does the team think of it? Do they think it's a negative thing? Do they think it's a good thing? Now you're questioning that type of deal.
Yep.
You know, you don't know how people feel. Like, oh, why is Travis getting more attention, or his girlfriend's getting more attention type deal.
Yep.
You don't know if that's affecting other guys' situations at home.
True.
If wifey's like, why is Taylor? You know what I mean?
Well, because Taylor be hanging out with Patty Mahomes' wife too. Saying they be talking. Listen,
you don't know. You
never know. And
never
plus,
know.
like you said, the scrutiny is an issue because, for the most part, up until this year, Travis Kelce been loved by everybody.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that that's not the case now. I still think he's one of the dopest. He's probably
one
of the greatest tight ends.
He's more
ever.
loved now, 100%.
Yeah, he's got more fans now, but he's also got more scrutiny from the media now.
Yeah, of course.
And the good comes with the bad.
Yep.
But all in all, this has still been a stellar season for the Chiefs. People act like this is just, the Chiefs are just not the same. Break up the dynasty. It's over with. Andy Reid can't, what are we talking about? It's still the Chiefs, dude. Still one of the best defenses in the league, by the way. I think they're the second-ranked defense scoring-wise in the league. Still putting up points. Yeah. Still Patty Mahomes back there, who's going to go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. And why it's even more impressive that I'm saying 1A and 1B right now in the league is Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Patty Mahomes is right there. He's just not had a great year compared to what he's done.
Don't forget, Patty Mahomes also prime athlete, dude. Now a prime athlete.
But you're talking about, you know what you're talking about when you say that. Talking about the prime curse. Think of what happened when Izzy signed with Prime. Lost that belt, buddy. And what happened when Volk signed with Prime? Sorry, buddy, that belt's gone.
Patty's different.
Just saying. You never know.
And he left JJ out to hang, dude. Maybe that might be a bad.
Left him hanging, bro. He did. He threw it behind him too. Oh, don't start, bro.
You know what was a story? I don't know why I didn't notice it before. I knew it was like it was talked about with Patty Mahomes, but someone made an impression video on socials. I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram or whatever, but of how zesty Patty Mahomes actually is, bro.
Is he?
Like, bro, you have to find the clip. For me, it wasn't until I saw somebody else do it. I was like, bro, the way that Patty moves, I'm like, I don't think we've ever seen. It was some guy in a yard. It was some kid in a yard. And he had a helmet on, and he was doing all of the movements. And I'm like,
if Pat Mahomes do this walk tonight, all right. So bro, we gotta find the impression of this.
You got to. I never noticed it. Bro, the head, this right here. Yo, that right there. The hands.
He does be tilting that head too, bro. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, Look at the nails. I didn't realize about the nails. The celly.
It's crazy work, dude. Yeah, that one right
Bro,
there.
that-
Yeah. What's going on? That's crazy. Chris, you got to work on the volume for that one, but yeah, right. So for my audio listeners, we just watched a guy do an impersonation of quarterback Patrick Mahomes, newest prime athlete, and he looked very zesty. So Isaiah was not lying. Sensei was on the ball with that.
I was not. We have not seen that. Like,
we just
from
don't pay
any football
attention.
player.
We don't pay attention to it.
Most athletes we haven't seen it. We don't pay attention to it.
OBJ had the zesty comments a couple of years back.
No,
same
comments,
with Jalen Ramsey too. By the way, Jalen Ramsey in the locker room. You remember how Jalen Ramsey used to answer questions?
But
I got to show you.
No,
this was
comments.
hilarious.
I feel like there's always been comments, but like maybe Jameis Winston is the only other guy that's been.
No, Jameis not even close to my man Jalen Ramsey back in the day.
The
Listen to
mannerisms,
this.
though.
No, the mannerisms is crazy, but listen to this fool.
I think he came up to you. Yeah, nobody worried about him. He came to me, you know what I'm saying, on some disrespectful stuff. You know what I'm saying? The game over with. You still mad because I was locking you up? All right, go sleep on that. I ain't trying to hear that after the game.
So you vowed that he wouldn't get in your head. But you managed to get in his head, you
Lips
think?
right there.
What you think? You tell me. You tell me. Anytime I lined up on him. Yeah, y'all go watch that. Y'all tell me who got in who head. He came up to me after the game. You feel me? Y'all tell me who got in
It
who
gets
head.
more intense.
You an old man acting like that.
You never
Bro,
seen that?
this is why I have never seen that.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's why he's so good.
Jalen with it, buddy. He is with that. He is with it. Now listen,
Sassy with his ability.
sassy with that. Now,
Bro, at corner, it makes sense too, bro. He'd be cooking
You
right in your
gotta-
face.
you gotta be.
We here, son.
you gotta have
We right
attitude. You
here.
gotta have emotion out there.
attitude.
Z snap, son. Stop him and just
Bro, but Patty
with this one. This.
Bro, just cooking everybody, bro. Cooking the whole
That's
league.
So funny, bro. All right.
Yo,
we
Patty's
have
he's a
to
demigod,
talk
bro.
about the Dolphins. We're coming into this matchup. Listen, number one passing team in the league. Raheem Mostert out with an injury, but they've replaced him in the run game. But his year this year was stupid. 18 tubs on the ground. We're talking, I mean, we're not quite there, but LT, bro, we're talking getting close to that 20 mark.
Yeah, bro.
Derrick Henry stuff.
Raheem.
LT at 30. What was it, 28?
Yep.
He went over 1,000. Tyreek with 1,800 and freaking 13. We knew that. We knew that. The cheetah, bro. We knew that. But they give up about 23 a game, 22nd in the league, man. This is a matchup that we just watched them struggle with the Bills. And they lost to the Chiefs earlier this year. Close game. I just think at home, Patty Mahomes is going to find it.
Patty Mahomes hasn't been playing well. He's going to be a demon.
And again, we talk about experience in the playoffs. Tua, when that pocket's not as protected, those feet get a little happy. The ball comes fluttering out like Face Sensei with the Haverhill Hitmen. You're similar.
Easy
You're similar
there.
throwing motion. That's all I'm saying. You're similar throwing motion.
I'm changing it up. I'm going Patty, bro. I'm kicking that leg up.
Oh, yeah, do that one. Do that one and see what the
doing
boys
one of
say.
these.
See what T says after that one. I think it's going to be a
He's going to be like Jalen Ramsey, bro.
this will be a close game. Go ask him. Go ask him what he thinks. This is going to be a close game. I think we're going to go. I don't think that. I mean, does Kansas City just blow the door off the place with this? 31. I think it's going to be a classic. 31-24. What happened?
I can't get that video in my head.
It's crazy. I told you. Once you saw that, that's different,
Yeah.
bro. 31-24, Kansas City at home. What are you saying?
Damn, that's good.
It's good, right?
I'll just to switch up. I'll go 31-21.
Kansas City?
10-point swing. Yeah.
Kansas City at home. Damn, we're only
Bro,
picking.
I think Patty Mahomes, bro.
I haven't picked one underdog yet. I just realized.
Because exactly, but it's like they're supposed to win, but also they've been playing. They've been having a rough time, and like those teams are dangerous because they already got they get their wake up call, in my opinion.
But it's different though. Kansas City has had this up, down, win, loss, come back, win a couple, lose a couple. They've been up and down. Philly, has melted more than a cheesesteak in the latter part of this year, dude.
Bars.
They literally can't get it together. And I don't think that a week of going, hey guys, come on, is gonna do it. Your best weapon is hurt in AJ Brown. We don't know how bad.
Yeah.
They're stagnant already offensively. Jalen Hurts can't find it. Sirianni is lost it again, lost completely.
Jalen's gonna be like this. Jalen's gonna be like
We'll
this.
see, man. We'll see. I hope so. I
He's
want
gonna
Philly to be
Superman
good. I like
Chester.
when Philly's good. They're brash. They talk that shit, but you gotta back it up. All right, last game in the AFC. Interesting game here, man. The Houston Texans played their way into this spot today. They get the 4 seed, which I don't know did them any favors, but maybe it did because they're playing the Cleveland Browns led by old man Joe Flacco on his Linsanity run, son.
He
Off
is.
the couch, 38 years old. Practice squad. What? Yeah, let me just hold this the entire league. I'm back and I'm throwing darts more than that 16-year-old in the UK, dude. I don't know the kid's name. Something little. Lilith? But
I don't know what you're talking about.
the darts game, the 16-year-old, you didn't see that? It caught the world by storm. He almost won the world championships at 16.
Not my world.
Kid looked like he was 35.
I'm dead.
Houston Texans at 10-7.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was say, who you got?
I think I'm
Wanna
gonna
talk about
go.
Houston?
I think I'm gonna go Cleveland here, man.
Wow, I'm going Houston. CJ Stroud.
CJ's dope. He's dope. He is gonna be a
I believe
superstar.
in that. I believe in that kid right there.
Did you see him last night? Is that why you believe in him?
balling?
He was throwing darts, dude.
But he got a swag about it too.
He got some swag about him.
Yeah,
he
he
is
got a
probably
winner
the
swag.
best composed rookie.
He got a winner swag to him.
He is what people thought, and this is kind of disrespectful because he had a better setup, but he was what people thought Bryce Young would be as soon as he came to the league.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, C.J. Stroud had that same feeling because he was.
And I heard that CJ loves football.
Oh, loves it, brother. Loves it to the
Loves
point where
the
he
game.
was
The X's
so
and
emotional
O's.
after that win because he knew what it meant to that coach, the man D'Amico Ryan, who, by the way, was a part of the bad years in Houston. Was a part of the
Great
years
video.
in Houston.
See that little clip
Oh, bro, chills.
of freaking D'Amico in the
Going crazy, man.
in the
Yes.
tunnel.
Yes.
The moment to himself.
Yes, man.
Yes.
That'll give you chills because that man is not only one, we could talk about it, black head coach doing the damn thing.
Yep.
That'll give you goosebumps already.
Mm-hmm.
Give him, Houston used to be the place where coaches went to die.
Yeah.
That's where you went to go and, all right, man, hey, here's where, and not to make it a race thing, but here's where you're, black coach, you get your start up with this trash team just because, we got new coaches, and let's be honest, sometimes those coaches don't work out because those teams aren't very good, and you don't get an ample amount of time to turn that bitch over.
Yep.
D'Amico Ryan said, hold this, 10-win season, buddy. Well, no one thought they were going to do that. In that South, it was supposed to be Jacksonville, and it was supposed to be Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Houston on top of the division, everybody else missing the playoffs. Now, granted,
CJ is that, but he got talent, but he also
he has got skills, and he's got a dog, and he's flashy,
sees the game, bro.
and he's a
So
good decision
smart.
maker too.
So smart.
Here's the thing, though. The problem with this Houston team is they are a bit inconsistent. While you'll see numbers like 7th in passing yards, tied for 13th in points for, solid defensively, I'll give them that. They're very good defensively, but they're inconsistent with how they play the game offensively. They'll have weeks where they come out and drop 30 on you, son, but then they'll struggle with teams they shouldn't be struggling with. They'll have close games where, yes, they win close games, but they also lose to teams like the Jets at New York. Now, granted, again, you had C.J. Stroud hurt for a bit. He's back.
Yep. I say you've been hurt. It's just
Close games.
It's the NFL, bro, and you got the team is not used to winning. It's essentially a new program. This is all new to them.
But do you give some credence for that? Do you give some optimism for youthful ignorance and bliss? A team that's not used to winning, they're on a ride right now.
To me, it's just all CJ. I just believe in CJ. I believe he's going to get it done against Cleveland.
Cleveland coming into town. They're on a bit of a Cinderella story of their own. Didn't really play anybody today, but was on a 4-game win streak. And here's the thing.
Too good to be true, in my opinion, for Joe.
Maybe, but
Joe
they were
Flacco.
doing it to good defenses, including the Texans at the Texans late in the year. Now, granted, CJ banged up a little bit for that time period, but He wasn't playing defense for him.
Makes a big difference.
And they put
That's true.
36 on that defense.
But you know,
The game is played in fluidity. Offense
when
is
your
the best.
defense and your quarterback is rolling, or
Yeah.
your defense is going out there, and you look out there and you go, oh, our guy's not out there
Yeah.
to keep us off the field,
Yeah.
not there to control the game, to give us that pop. You get the ball back so you can put it into his hands. If that confidence not there, it's not the same.
Yep.
It's not the same.
Listen, I think that the motivation you're talking about with that Texans team, I would love to see the story continue. Absolutely. I'd
Yeah.
love to see them, especially because of the playoff woes of the Texans over the years. Remember the 24-0 halftime game where Patty Mahomes is down, comes back and wins, bro? Like it's been a rough ride for him. But I think this is the year where they learn one more lesson. For a young quarterback
Damn.
at home, he's going to put up a fight, man. It's not going to be an easy game for Cleveland at all, but guess who has been there? And I'm not saying that just football is just predicated on experience. That's not it.
Yeah.
But they're on a run as well, and Joe Flacco's been to the Super Bowl, son.
Yeah.
Does Joe Flacco have a ring? I think he does.
I think so. Did they win that
They
one?
won that one. On Ray's retirement. Said Ray Lewis, go to the house with a ring, kid.
Damn.
Joe Flacco's got one of them things, man. Been in the dog
Yeah, he
fights.
played with Ray Lewis. That's crazy.
So it's again, one of these things where the storyline makes this game, and I might be picking it a little emotionally here, but I want to see the 38-year-old man get it done. I think that there's going to be ample time for the young cat and C.J. Stroud, even though, again, as a football guy, you want to see that young guy go out and get it done, don't you?
You want to know why I really want Houston to win?
Why?
My favorite Madden streamer,
Oh, your boy.
Sketch, is a die-hard Houston fan. And if Houston wins,
My newly found, I guess, what would you call it if your mom marries a guy late in life? Is that your new stepfather? I would assume so.
yeah.
Yeah, my stepfather. Massive Texans fan. I called him as soon as the game was over last night. It's like, yo, let's go. We're back. I want the Texans to win for the story.
Houston wins, Sketch is gone. He's already been a demon. His streams, I just want to see his streams when they win, bro. We're going to see a whole new level of demon.
He's going to be
And
lit.
he's already one of the funniest guys. It's going to be even more funny.
I think that I would love to see Houston win this for the story.
Do it for Sketch.
I don't think they're there yet.
I want to. I see right now. I wish I could have Sketch and just like how he can respond to you because he would come up with something crazy.
I'm sure, and I would be canceled immediately for responding. But Cleveland gets this done in a close game on the road. I think that Joe Flacco propels them. Late game field goal. I'm going 27-24. Cleveland.
17-14.
Houston. Woo, defensive struggle, huh?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, man. There is our first round of the playoffs. I fucking love covering football. Why have we not done this since we started the breakdown? This is so fucking fun.
Dude.
Super Bowl winners, early picks. What are we saying? Before we even get there. The playoffs are starting now. Are you sticking with your Bills?
I'm going to say, I think I said the Bills.
Okay, we'll stick with it then.
I'm going to stick with the Bills then.
You're not going with the Ravens after their year this year.
Ugh.
Number 1 defense in the league. Number 1 rushing offense in the league. Number 4 points scoring offense in the league. Zay Flowers having a year. Lamar having a crazy year on the ground and in the air. He's probably your MVP. He's leading the team in rushing.
I really don't want to go Buffalo.
You're going Buffalo.
I said I don't want to.
1, 2, 3,
I want
4,
Baltimore.
5,
No, this is-
6-game win streak heading into the playoffs, son.
I want Baltimore, but
Well, they
the
lost
fact that
today,
I
but-
want them to win it makes me feel like
And listen, it's hard to be perfect
I'm
for as long
cursing
as
them.
they've been.
I feel like I'm cursing them, dude. I'm gonna say Buffalo.
They destroyed the Niners on the road.
I'm
I
going
think-
with Buffalo.
Yeah, stop all that. I know you got a sty in your eye. I hope you get better. But for my audio listeners, Faye Sensei is blinking Morse code. I think that I'm gonna stick with. I'm not gonna hop off the bandwagon, man. Give me the Niners. I think they just play solid football. Now, granted, this is not in any way saying that the Ravens don't and won't win this thing. They probably will. But I'm married to the idea that I had preseason because I want to be right that badly. But at the end of the day, Lamar is probably going to cook in these playoffs for all the things that have been said about him and all the times that
Careful, bro.
I'm just saying.
on.
I'm just saying. Why can I can't encourage the man?
That's getting scary, dude.
I hope for Lamar's sake. But there is our NFL coverage for the week. We're gonna be doing this, man. I think we get on our freaking nightcap shit, bro. Shout out to Uncle and Chad. I think we do that on Saturday night, Sunday night. We come back with these. I know that no one's gonna like them in the YouTube land, but I want to keep doing them. So fuck it.
Listen.
We're gonna keep doing them.
Yes.
All right, man. There's our football coverage for the week.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and